Many, including Mayor Olivia Chow, are blaming the federal government for this, and it's become a PR nightmare for the Liberals.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
no, thank you so much.
In 2015, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made international headlines when he greeted Syrian refugees at Pearson Airport. He has consistently welcomed refugees to Canada.
Our flag is more than a symbol. It's also a promise of opportunity, a promise of safety for those fleeing violence and war, and a promise of a better life.
But how did this turn into this scene of desperation on a Toronto street?
I still believe that the government of Canada can come to our rescue and help us.
The city says there has been a sharp increase in refugees coming to Toronto. Just under 2 years ago, there were 537 refugees accessing Toronto shelters. Last Monday, there were 3,125. The city's already strained shelter system has been pushed well past the breaking point.
We know that our shelter is full. We also know that a third of the residents in shelter right now are refugees. We also know that refugees is also a federal responsibility, and we need at least $160 million from the federal government to help us in sheltering these refugees.
In 2022, the federal government provided $71 million for an interim housing assistance program, which the city says covered 98% of the cost for refugee claimants. But that funding has ended.
Refugees are among some of the most vulnerable individuals around the world.
The federal government did itself no favors this morning when it announced $2 million for pre-arrival services for new immigrants and refugees. Money that will do nothing to help these people right now. When pressed about refugees who are sleeping on the street, the public safety minister tap danced around the issue.
This is a government that has a very strong record when it comes to supporting refugees when they come to Canada.
City officials say 200 to 300 people are turned away from shelters every night due to a lack of capacity. About half are refugees. It is having a domino effect on the entire homeless population. This encampment at Allen Gardens has been steadily growing. 2 summers ago, the city dismantled encampments. At the time, officials said they had offered people alternate shelter. If they tried to disband encampments now, there would be nowhere to offer the people in them to go. Cynthia Mulligan, City News.